Well, welcome everybody to the Business Over Beer podcast, Untapped. This is the ThriveCon edition.
Okay.
And I'm with Tyler Monk. What's up?
I've been talking all day, so I had to make sure we were. I'm doing good, man. I'm excited to be here, man. This space is a trip.
Isn't that awesome?
Oh my God, beautiful.
We're at the VIC, the Vancouver Innovation Center in Vancouver, Washington.
Yeah, we are.
And you spoke already.
We did.
And just high level, who are you and the Underdog Mentality? Maybe talk about that.
Yeah. So, man, I'm just a regular community folk that cares a lot about young people, young professionals, and us older humans, and wants everybody's light to shine, and it doesn't mean we have to dim somebody else's. So that's why I started the Underdog Mentality, which is the brand is it's an unwavering belief in ourselves. You know, despite the situations, circumstances, or critics that surround us. And I've been doing this now for 15 years, paid actually to what I do now professionally for about 7. And I love the work that I get to do and who I get to impact and build great partnerships with my boy Ben over here. And became good friends just over a couple of different Zoom calls.
Zoom. It was during COVID.
Yep.
And we just connected, and we didn't meet each other until the first time last year.
Yeah.
In person.
And I remember he said, I want you to be the keynote speaker for when we come back in person. I said, say less. I'm your guy. This is what I do. Yeah, and so today we just talked about negotiating, the internal dialogue and conversations.
That's what I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
So why do you think we have, just in general, just people, not business owners, not entrepreneurs, but why do we have that internal struggle with listening to, I guess, that negative part?
Yeah.
Why do we do that?
Yeah, well, first of all, I didn't know this. Mm-hmm. Some people don't have any internal dialogue. What the hell are they thinking about?
What?
They don't have it. They don't have an internal dialogue. Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
So what are you thinking about right now? I'm kind of confused. So I don't know. But for those of us, almost the majority of everybody has that internal dialogue. And I think the biggest thing that holds people back from really getting that under control is perspective. Just one word. How we choose to put the lens of life on the situations we go through. And I look at it like this. I give examples all the time. If 2 people grow up in a household, under the same conditions, same circumstances, same critics around them, why does one person succeed at a high level and one person not reach the level of life they want to? I think it comes down to perspective and choices. And once you understand that you have the power of choice to think how you want to think after you've already analyzed with some level of emotional intelligence of the emotions that you're going through, that's when you can start getting control and changing the narrative and changing the dialogue. So really it starts with prioritizing people around you and what do they say to you? What's the information they're telling you?
Yeah.
Because you could be around some negativity, you could be around some yes folks, or you can be around people that love you, that encourage you, but hold you accountable when you tripping.
Yeah.
And those are the people that I choose to spend time with. Then you gotta be careful of your environment, right? Like what space do you work in, or what spaces do you occupy? Is it a toxic one? Is it a affirming one? Is it one that allows you to be you? So you think about those things, and then it kind of comes back to how you're gonna perceive whatever situation that you face in your life. And the thing that I've been able to maximize, and I'm still growing at it, is to have that conversation. And I wouldn't say it just comes with age. You heard me say that before. A lot of times age comes alone. It doesn't, wisdom does not follow. A lot of old people doing the same thing.
That's true. Yeah.
Now I know a 17-year-old who's smoking them mentally and
Yeah.
emotionally because they evaluate the things that they've went through and what do they want the result to be on the other side. That's the biggest thing is, what do you want the result to be? Right now you're frustrated, right now you're fearful, right now you're skeptical, right now you're uncertain. Well, what do you want the end result to be? Kind of work your way backwards, think about the challenges, potential barriers in the way, and then start speaking to yourself. You gotta stop listening, you gotta speak. Gotta have conversation, internal dialogue.
Yeah, and you were talking about one of your mentors or whoever it was telling you about that, right?
Yeah.
Even you're like, even if you're a liar, like or
Even
something.
if I'm not gonna call a gentleman a
I know,
liar,
I just like
but
a
he
hypocrite or
kind of is.
something.
Oh, big hypocrite. Ooh, big hypocrite. Yeah, yeah. I
And
think
what
we
did
can
he
all
say
relate.
to you again?
The quote?
Yeah, what was the
Okay,
quote?
yeah. The quote was, Tyler, you have to stop listening to yourself and you got to start speaking to yourself.
Love that.
It was good words. I use it all the time.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. You know who you are if you're watching. If we got a problem, you call me. Let's chat.
Oh, he won't call you.
No,
It'll be fine. So the other thing that I find interesting is that you did your journey from the nonprofit, and you had another mentor. I forgot her name. You're a lady. Your boss.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
And-
shared that story before. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe can you share that again, because I think that's pretty impactful, and why to me when you talked about that and about her, why it's important to actually listen to other people who can sometimes see better than you can see.
Yeah, for sure. So, I will name drop her. Her name's Felicia Tripp, a wonderful human. She was my supervisor at my old organization that I still have tons of love for. Matter of fact, on Friday, I'm coming back and doing a storytelling workshop for them. So it's pretty cool. When I told her what I wanted to do, she had a tear in her eye. I told her I wanted to become a speaker. I want to build this brand, the Underdog Mentality. I want to impact these people, and with no rules, no restrictions, no red tape. I don't want to have a nonprofit because that's going to come with restrictions on what I can do with funds and whatnot. And I had the vision, I had the ideas, and she believed in me so much. And so sometimes you got to borrow somebody else's belief till it's so strong that you're listening to it, you're taking that in, and now their beliefs that they believe in you, now it becomes your beliefs. And so you gotta have somebody that puts up a mirror sometimes and shows you actually who you are. You know what I mean? And so when she was tearing up and she was telling my other coworkers, worked a lot with a lot of other Black and brown folks, and she said, yo, because we had it wasn't like a going away party. We had a training, but then she set aside like 30 minutes to celebrate me, which was really cool and unexpected. She's like, what Tyler is doing is what I want for all of y'all, right? And typically, what do most people, when they have great people, they don't want to lose them.
Correct.
She wants to lose us. That's her doing her job, is that we've grown into such a space that this position can no longer hold us, and that we got to move forward
Yeah.
with, the vision that sat out on our life.
Yeah.
And it just took me 10 years to figure it out for myself.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny you said that, you mentioned that, because I was just having a conversation with back in Wisconsin with another business owner. He's doing really well.
Nice.
And he goes, I'm going to lose somebody that helped me from the ground up
Sure.
do their own thing. And he goes, and I don't feel bad about it. I feel actually like lucky to be a part of that journey for him.
Yeah.
Like I go, dude, that's actually pretty badass.
Yeah.
Like that's how you think about that. Because a lot of people would freak out. Like, oh my God, I'm losing my #1 star. I don't want them to go. Like they need to stay here. So I dig that.
Well, and it takes a big leader, and it takes a level of, I would say, how do I say it? Not just leadership, but confidence in your ability that that you've become, like for her, she's became a hub, because like several of us now have moved on and opened our own entities or to different roles, but mainly a lot of entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
And that's always been her goal. We didn't know that though, right? Like, so the thing is, I think what leaders struggle with is when, you have somebody that, like for me, like if I lost my CPA and my bookkeeper right now, bro, I'm stressed out. I'm talking that first tax bill that came through, first year of business, I said, this is more than I made in a year coming out of, did I just hire H&R Block on steroids? This dude didn't help me at all. And then I found a speaker. Well, no, excuse me, a CPA that specializes in working with speakers, and he was able to just connect with me and help me and serve me in a great way, you know. But I know that I don't know how long he's gonna be able to work with, you know, smaller clients. I mean, he has multi-million-dollar clients and whatnot. I'm not there yet, but I'm just like so grateful. So that would be me losing it, but because he brings in such high level and high value.
Yeah.
It's a partnership. But when I was coaching, it reminds me when I was coaching and leading young folks from that transition of high school to college to career, like I was always trying to put them in positions to shine.
Got it.
Wow. Just met a videographer, photographer. He did some great work for me. I brought him into an event. I said, look, I'm trying to get you some money, try to get you paid. But look, reality is you got to get some reps in. You're 23 years old. You got to get you're good at what you do. You're great at what you do. I value your time. And I'm sure they do you as well. But I'm telling you, there's going to be a lot of folks in that room you can network with. And what do you know? After we were done, they said, we're going to take care of you because we appreciate you showing up. Because at first it was him just pro bono.
Yeah.
And because he showed up when he didn't have to, because, you know, a connection that I had, now I want him to be way out of my price range.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And let me find another young person who's craft and I can, you know, help put on to a situation. That's how I've been able to get where I'm at is, you know, folks like you introducing me to other people, and, you know, that's how networking works.
You're keeping that I guess, you know, that good feeling and that willingness to help to other people, and hopefully that they
with no
spread
return.
that. Yeah.
A lot of people just expect you know, because in business world, like, what's my ROI? Like, what's my return on the investment? And I don't look at relationships like that. You know, it's for me, it's much more like, how can I help you? Yeah. And I even see hesitancy from some people, you know, when I call them and I tell them, like, because they'll send me what, you know, this is what we have in budget to be able to bring in a speaker. Like, hey, that's fine. We'll do this. If a nonprofit, or, and this is a little plug, nonprofits or different organizations that I really believe in their mission and they just don't have even close to the funding, then I'll just come do that with, you know, I'll do that pro bono because, you know, I have a gift, I feel like, and I want to give it. And it doesn't always need to involve money. You know what I mean? There's all different types of stuff. Like right now, what y'all are giving me, like all this content, these interviews, way better than getting paid several $1,000s, you know, to be able to be here.
Yeah. You're awesome. I wish we could talk more, but they'll have to listen to your podcast that you did.
You have to check out the pod.
So Tyler, where can people find you?
You could find me on all platforms, Tyler Monk, the Underdog Mentality. That will pop up dang near anything on Google. I've realized in my kids, so I'm actually famous. And I said, well, what makes you famous? Can I Google you? Well, you can Google anybody. Is anything gonna pop up? That's the situation. Go ahead and Google me. This is for the young humans. No, but you know, follow me on LinkedIn. Instagram is where I post constant content. And if you want to be inspired, if you want to laugh, I got a whole bunch of dad jokes on there. And let's stay connected, man. Much love.
Dude, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, fam.
All right, we'll see you next time.
All right now.